Hello everyone, welcome to your next 7-day message from Spirit. So these messages come to you when they find you for the next 7 days. They're for each zodiac sign, so watch for your sun, moon and rising. Let's get started. Hello Virgo, so we've got the overall energy as choice. We've got where this is playing out, how this is playing out, aspect of yourself this is playing out in. We have striving, and then we have the additional messages with the tarot. We've got the Knight of Cups, the Five of Cups and the Chariot. Now when it was a very interesting message, when the tarot fell out, I got the words clean up your mess. Spirit's correcting me, clean up the mess. So I just feel like, Virgo, there's been a bit of messiness in your life, and gosh, isn't there always? Not always, but life can get messy, especially when we're making choices. And I feel these two cards is kind of like the kind of like the reasons why your life could be a bit messy at the moment. And there's this connection between choices and striving. I feel like you've probably had a lot of choices. Actually, Spirit's even saying to me, some of you have been the opposite. You haven't had a lot of choices. And there's been this striving as well. And I think there's things that have just got messed up along the way. The Spirit's just giving me clearer messages on this messiness of life. So basically what Spirit is showing me is things don't get ended correctly. Things don't get started correctly. They're like, it's funny because I think it was for Aries or Taurus, I saw bread baking, like not baking but proofing, waiting for it to rise. And for you, I'm getting half baked, so things are half baked. So it's like you've started baking a cake and then you've decided, I'm going to make bread, and the cake kind of just never got finished, kind of thing. So I feel like there's a lot of things that you've started, some things that you've discarded, but they're kind of still sitting there. So I'm not sure how that's playing out in your life, Virgo, but that's what Spirit's showing me. Now, with these choices, that's interesting message, because with these choices, basically Spirit's saying, a lot of them I was going to say given up on, but Spirit's saying no. A lot of them it's like you've started them. It's like you started down the path and then you saw something shiny and off you went in another direction. And then you keep getting distracted almost. And Spirit's saying to me, it's because of this striving. It's almost like the minute you kind of hit a bump, or you kind of went, I can't move anymore, you kind of went, next. And then you kind of went on that, and then it was like, okay, next. And Spirit's kind of saying to me, those road bumps are there for a reason. And in your reading with the Knight of Cups, I feel like, and the Chariot, I feel like it was to slow you down. And I don't think you did slow down. Because I'm seeing these tarot is what Spirit's trying to do, and I'm seeing it as what you actually did. So it's a very interesting message coming through, Virgo. Very interesting. Some of you had too many choices, and so you thought, oh, I'll just try a little bit of everything. And so now Spirit just showed me a box of chocolates that you've kind of taken a nibble out of all of them. So now it's like, oh, you really can't offer any to anybody else or anything, because there's a little bite that's been taken out of all of them. For others of you, I feel like it's the opposite. It's like you've received this box of chocolate and you went, oh, there's no labels, so I don't know which is which, so I'm kind of just going to sit and think about it. Actually, that's like really opposite energy, isn't it? It's kind of like, oh, I don't know what this opportunity is, so I'm going to take a little nibble of it. It's like the box of chocolate came with no labels. There's, 20 chocolates in this box, and you don't know which flavor is what. They all look identical. And some of you have taken a nibble out of each and then kind of gone, oh, is that it? And now the box is kind of like, well, you can't offer any to anybody. So there's this sense of, oh, maybe you didn't find one that you liked. And then others of you, it's just like, well, I don't know what flavor it is, so I'm not going to bite all of them, so I'm just not going to have any. Do you know what I mean? So it's very, very different energy. So it just depends in what energy you find yourself, Virgo. And Spirit's calling me down to the tarot. And I feel that because you've got the 5 of Cups directly under your choices, directly under, I'm seeing this choice as a box of chocolates. I think that's such a good analogy. I can really relate to that. I hope you can too, Virgo. And there's this sense that, isn't that funny? I just saw the 5 and it was like V for Virgo. It's like it doesn't matter which energy, like which box of which way you acted with this box of chocolates. This card is yours. And there's this sense that both energies were at an extreme where the middle ground needs to be found. So there's not one energy that was the better way of going about it. Both energies just needed to come together. So the not tasting any and tasting every single one of them, if you brought that together, you would kind of eat one and go, oh, that's interesting, but you would eat it all instead of taking a nibble out of all of them and then getting all the flavors confused and thinking, oh, I don't know, or taking none and then having no choices. I hope this is making sense, Virgo. I really understand this message, but I really hope that you do too, because it's coming through mainly in images, and there's this sense of there's no right or wrong. There's almost patience. It's almost like, how am I trying to say this, Spirit? I keep getting images and no words. And sometimes I do need those words, Spirit. Yeah, there's this sense of being split. You being split, Virgo. And there's this sense that it's all right. Just allow it to be. And it's almost like take your time. Not all those chocolates were for you. And there's almost like this sense of trust where you're first drawn. It's almost like allow something other than your mind or to guide you, your logic to guide you. Allow yourself to be guided by, I don't know why I'm picking this one first, but I'm going to pick that, and I'm going to give it time to see how it comes about. Because I really feel the Knight of Cups and the Chariot here is saying that these need to come together. This is not very fast energy, but it's very sincere. And this is very fast energy, but if it's not in alignment, it can be super chaotic. You're zigzagging all over the place. So there's this sense of allow yourself to take 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Allow yourself to take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Allow yourself to just be. I think there's this sense of, thank you, now I'm getting words. The Spirit just said to me, Virgo, just relax into it. Just chill. Just breathe. Let's have a look at this striving card. The card says, eventually the individual ego's drive to make things happen falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. Now I know why Spirit wasn't showing me any words. All the words are here for you, Virgo. Eventually the individual's ego's drive to make things happen falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. That's your message, my friends. I'm going to leave you with those messages, Virgo. Love, light and blessings. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.